Do you feel that if Lindsay got some jail time, it would maybe help matters somewhat? Yes. She does not feel consequences. She has had the benefit and the curse of really good lawyers. And these lawyers have gotten her out of every sticky situation she's ever been in. And it's like you get 2 DUIs and you do 82 minutes.
Right.
And it's done.
Right.
And because of that, she has never felt the consequences of this. It's why she's got a bad attitude in this alcohol education class, because she's never felt it. And that is something that's really, really...
It's as if she wasn't raised in a home with discipline or something.
You know, it's weird, isn't it?
It's weird, yeah.
What is worse, Heidi's mom for saying she's ugly or Lindsay's mom for being in denial?
Oh, Lindsay's mom for being in denial.
Totally. And Heidi's mom didn't say she's ugly. Heidi's mom just said she didn't like the plastic surgery.
Right.
And she just kind of nodded her head. Dina is just, you know, everything's fine. Do you think Lindsay Lohan's father actually would become the conservator for her? No. But, you know, he could go in and ask for the conservatorship. I don't think they would ever appoint him conservator. Can Lawrence Taylor sue his accuser or her legal guardian for lying about her age?
Well, we don't have any evidence that she did lie about her age.
Let's assume she did.
Yeah, I think that's a classic case of business fraud, right? No, you couldn't. You could.
No.
Other than the fact
way.
that you cannot sue based on an illegal transaction.
Listen to him.
Oh, come on now, guys. I think you know who to listen to. Chicago. What? Oh man! Every time it goes back to the same.
I know, it's funny. No, so here's why. I was kidding, kind of.
It's all right. Go ahead. Say your piece.
Okay, so here's why I think that no way. The criminal law is that it doesn't matter. And so you can't say civilly, if the criminal law is so strong as a matter of public policy that it doesn't matter, that you can't use a minor's answer, who by definition doesn't have the judgment, you can't use a minor's answer as any kind of authority to do anything, because, you know, she is a minor. And I don't think, given the specter of the criminal law and the public policy attached, that you could say she'd have civil liability for lying about this.
I totally disagree with that. 100% disagree with it. There's no reason you couldn't. The one thing I mentioned earlier, where you cannot sue based on an unlawful transaction, that would bar a lawsuit. But the fact that she happens to be a minor and the issue of her age,
but Jason,
listen. She told him under this hypothetical, she told him a lie in an effort to extract money from him. That is the classic definition of fraud.
Okay, Jason, if she were an adult, it's not extracting money. He allegedly wanted to have sex with her,
right?
And he was willing to pay the money.
But if he were to say, "I would not have had sex with her,"
okay, Jason, what are the damages?
$300 plus, $300.
That's what the damages so you're viewing this
plus
as
punitives.
Wait a minute, you're viewing this as a $300 case. You're trying to get a judge to rescind a prostitution contract. Seriously, Jason?
What? I'm saying, other than the fact it's illegal.
You know that judges will not enforce illegal contracts.
I've already said that, right?
And you know that judges
will
will not do equity, which is rescission of a contract. They will not do equity if somebody has unclean hands,
I'm saying
correct?
It's a fraud claim. It's not a contractual claim. It's
unclean
a fraud
hands.
Claim. But that's only a defense to a contract claim. It's not a defense to a fraud claim.
No, he has unclean hands. There's no way. Okay,
it's not a defense to a fraud claim. I am saying that by virtue of it being an unlawful transaction...
What are his damages?
$300 plus punitives.
Okay, the $300 is rooted in contract, Jason, so you can't do that.
No, that is
You can't do that. Jason, it's the...
Harvey, that's fraud in the inducement for a contract.
Jason, you know I'm right on this.
No, I really don't. I really think you're wrong about this. It's the
classic case of trying to basically get a judge to undo an illegal contract, and you know they won't do that. You know, you're just arguing. You're just arguing here.
You're just talking loudly in an effort to sort of steamroll it, but you're wrong about this one.
No,
you really are.
You're wrong about this one.
When it comes to book law, I crush Harvey every single time.
You don't crush me. Am I okay? Okay, let's back it up, dude. Unclean hands. Does it apply in contract cases?
Absolutely.
Okay, so could she get $300 based on a breach of contract or fraud on the contract?
I'm not alleging breach of contract.
Okay, so you're basically taking a contract and trying to turn it into a tort, right?
I'm saying it's fraud in the inducement to contract. That is, if you look up fraud in the inducement, it is the most often made claim in the entire California legal system.
Fraud in the inducement to make a contract.
Of course, that's not a breach of contract claim.
So you're saying unclean hands would not apply in fraud in the inducement of a contract?
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I think you're wrong. It's fun?
Yeah. Here's a good question, actually. Okay. Joe is making all these petitions for money and claiming poverty, claiming he was relying on his kid. But Katherine presumably can provide money to him, and in fact
did
and does.
Right.
One would think.
Right.
So is Joe being sustained by Katherine?
Well, I mean, that's certainly that was what was going on during Michael Jackson's lifetime.
Right.
That Katherine was giving Joe money, and Michael never did, and that was one of Michael's claims, is that Katherine may have been doing what she was doing, but it was never Michael's deal, which is why the estate is saying they don't want to give money to Joe for support, because Michael never gave him money for support, nor did he want to, nor did he even include him in the will. He excluded him from the will. So they think that it's ridiculous that the estate should be paying money to support Joe Jackson because Michael Jackson explicitly and specifically excluded Joe.
Right.
And that anything Katherine does is Katherine's deal.
Right. All sounds reasonable.
Okay. See, we can agree on things.
No, I'll defer to you on Michael Jackson stuff all day long.
Thank you so much.
Is the DCFS investigation with the Jacksons still open?
Don't know. I do know, as we said before, that Jermaine's two kids, Jafar and Your Majesty, as well as Randy's two kids who are living at the house, are moving out, and they're moving into a condo in the San Fernando Valley that the Jackson estate owns, and Katherine is doing that because she can't handle all these kids in the house. There are 7 kids living there right now, and she can't handle it, and it's one of the reasons why Children's Services ended up in all of this. So that's one of the actions that Katherine has taken, specifically in response to the stun gun incident. Now, in terms of how they've closed it out, last I checked, Children's Services never told the Jackson family how it was resolving.
All right. I have no knowledge of any of that. I just learned it all.
Okay.
How come Jason's a TMZ lawyer but is not going to say I'm a lawyer at the end of the TMZ Live show? I don't want to say it on TMZ Live. I want to be the new end of the television program.
You know what? Honestly, if I get run over by a bus, he would be here like that. It's true. He roots. He looks out the window. Let me show you. There's a window here. I just want to show you. So I drive down this street. Okay? And Jason's at the window looking to see if there might be a truck that comes by to mow me down. And if he mows me down, I am telling you, this dude would take that position so quickly that it wouldn't be funny.
That is totally untrue. I would never want to work as hard as Harvey does. Ever in a million years.
He just wants to be on TV. Can you move the camera a little bit? Thanks. He likes being on TV. I'm just telling you.
Oh, look who's talking.
No.
Hi, Pod. I'm Kettle.
He likes being on TV. I've been on TV so long, it doesn't matter, I swear.
You love being on TV.
No, I swear.
Come on, you can't say that I like being on TV and then not accept that you love being on TV.
I like trying to be funny. No, I do. No, because I was a hardcore newsman for so long.
Right.
That the fun part of this is that we can have fun.
That is great. Best part of the job. It is fun.
Best part of the job.
Detained was the word they used.
I will ask again, do you think or know if Rachel Uchitel is a madam, as in Heidi Fleiss?
Did you hear burglary or robbery?
Not that I know of. No. I mean, why would you say that?
There were.
Is it?
There was some speculation out there, and I don't think it was ever verified, and I don't think anybody thinks it's true, that she was sort of shepherding girls to Tiger before she became a mistress of Tigers, and maybe that's what the question relates to.
Oh, I have no idea.
But I don't think we ever found any evidence of that at all.
No. Okay. It's Lawyer Friday.
Thanks, guys.
I'm a lawyer.
I'm a lawyer.
There you go.